Okay, so hey Joe, thank you for sharing that example of great customer service. I have one too, a personal one that I'd like to share. And I'll give you an example of what I consider absolutely great customer service. So a couple of years ago, my dad, he lived in Dallas, Texas. I live in Massachusetts, as all of you know. And my dad became ill. He was elderly. He was in a nursing home. But he became ill, and the doctors said they gave about maybe 2 or 3 months left to live. So I decided, as soon as I heard that news, I was going to go down and I was going to visit him, and then right away for a weekend, and then go back as soon as I could. I had the vacation scheduled, and then probably spend some time with him. I traveled down there on a Friday, and I was supposed to come back on Monday, so I spent some time with my dad. On Sunday night, before I left the next day, my dad unfortunately passed away. So lucky thing is I got to see him, and I was really blessed for that. But I immediately called, well, not immediately, but as soon as I could, I called the airline, which was JetBlue. And I spoke to a very nice lady there in customer service, and I explained to her, hey, I'm supposed to be flying back in the next few hours, but I came down to see my dad, he passed away, and I'm not going to be able to fly back. The lady said to me, don't worry at all. She said, I'm going to take your number down, I'm going to give you my phone number. When you find out when you want to come back, I don't care if it's a week from now, if it's a month from now, however long you want to stay, she said, I will get you a flight back and it won't cost you a dime. This was around Christmas time, so it was really kind of tough for a company like JetBlue to squeeze me in like that, but they did. And then the next sentence out of the lady's mouth was, do you have family that needs to come down here? And I said, yeah, I have 3 boys and a wife that want to come down. Obviously, we're going to be here for the funeral. It was pretty emotional, but she was calming me down, and she said, look, I'm going to give you a deal. She said, I can bring all 4 of your family members down for $200 round trip each. It's Christmas time. They could have charged me a lot more than that, but this lady, I didn't even have to ask for it. She went out of her way. She set up the flights, everything, went through everything. She actually even called me back a couple days later to see how I was doing. That's an example of great service. I will always, always, always fly JetBlue if I can. I will never use another company unless it's no other choices. So here's my example of a great experience that I had with customer service, which leads right into our customer service signature.